We are so lucky. We have Jim Marous with us, and he is one of the most influential people in banking. He is a top five fintech influencer to follow. And in addition to having advised the White House in the past, he's an internationally recognized financial industry expert, co-publisher of the Financial Brand, owner and publisher of the Digital Banking Report, and host of the Top 10 Banking podcast, Banking Transformed. He's been in more traditional and financial media outlets than I can list here. And let me just dive into the questions, Jim. Thank you for being here.
Hey, it's great to be on, Leslie. Thank you very much.
It's an honor. Jim, were there any positives that came out of the COVID-19 crisis within the banking industry?
Well, there have been. It has been disruptive, but the banking industry by nature has been slow to transform themselves to the modern era of digital communication, digital engagement. They've been very physical structure based. I mean, you just look around neighborhoods and, it used to be that it still is the fact that there's as many bank branches as are gas stations, and they're overwhelming. They're oversaturation. I think what COVID did was in a nanosecond, you had what we call a heart attack moment. You had the realization that if you weren't already able to deliver what you had digitally in the way that Amazon and Google and many other firms can do, you were really stuck. You had to quickly transform yourself to be able to deliver on a digital platform, because no longer were people able to visit the inside of a branch. No longer were people able to deposit a check in a normal way. And many people were very uncomfortable with that, and on top of the fact that consumers are sometimes uncomfortable, it was probably because financial institutions didn't overtly promote it. Much like the retail industry, my wife comes out of the retail industry, and she went from the store-based to the digital side, and she would get all kinds of competition from the store-based people that said, "You're taking business away from us." And she goes, "No, I'm simply serving what the consumer wants." And the challenge is the same thing was going on in banking. The bankers in your local branch didn't want digital banking to take hold, because pretty much their jobs depend on people visiting the branch. Well, the visits to the branch have gone down probably 60% over the last decade. And so organizations are having to realize that, geez, what do I do? Some organizations are modernizing their branches, which I think is pretty much putting lipstick on a pig. I'm not too sure if that's the right challenge that they should be facing. On the other hand, organizations, if you say you're doing an account opening digitally, but you make the consumer come into the branch, where were you when COVID hit? You could no longer open accounts. So one of the positives to the banking industry is it immediately said, you've got to get on board digitally. And again, one of the challenges for the banking industry, they were going through a time of prosperity before COVID-19. They were at the high point of high as far as financials. There was no reason to change. And that's why we call it the heart attack moment. If you go to the doctor 3 times in a row, 3 years in a row, and they go, you got to do this, this, this. And you go, yeah, okay. But the next time you visit, he goes, you know what? It looks like you're dying. If you don't change your diet and your exercise regimen, you're going to have a problem. It's amazing how behavior can change when you have to do it. In addition, I think financial institutions are realizing their role in the community. The government's given them a number of access tools between the small business PPP loan and the consumer stimulus packages to take a role of really serving the consumer and the small business. Some banks have done well with it. Some have done terribly. I will say that my financial institution, my business bank, has done a terrible job of reaching out to me. They've not personalized communication. They've obviously communicated to me as a group, as a small business group. And it was interesting because for the 2 months prior to COVID-19, my bank was reaching out to me once a month saying, hey, let's sit down, let's talk about your retirement funds. You said you wanted to consolidate in one place. We'd love to have your business. They haven't called me yet since it happened. Now, I realize they're busy, but small business people like myself have long memories. Once we get a chance to go back into the branch, I feel like I'm going to have the Julia Roberts moment, shopping on Rodeo Drive and going, you know what? You missed your opportunity. And I think they have. So some organizations have responded very well. Other ones haven't done nearly as well.
Got it.